This playthrough is rated T for teen. Are you ready to travel around the world for something so mundane? Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Arc the Lad 3. In the last episode, we dressed Marseille up in a cocktail, or dressed her up in a bunny girl outfit to sell cocktails, and we also dealt with some dolls that got mixed up with some real monsters. So now we're doing more side quests before we get on to the plot. So we're North Solardo and Gizlim, and we're going to accept a couple of jobs here, so... Poor guy. Keep on fighting, man. But let's see if anyone here has any extra dialogue. Well, that's good. Yeah, because of the whole situation with the water sphere, I guess. Although it caused some problems too, but... nah. Oh yeah, we fix a lot of things. We're like the police, sort of, except better. Yeah, it takes a generation to enact any major changes, though, so... Man, that guy's off his rail, so must be very, very drunk indeed, so... Alright, anyway. Let's see if anyone's in this room as well. I'm gonna just do some cursory go-overs. No, Cheryl doesn't have anything to say, but I'm surprised she still has a room here. No, nothing. Yeah, plays her theme song when you go into a room. Too bad they didn't do anything like Chrono Trigger where you could win stuff or get stuff in the game and it goes to their rooms. You know, just to show off stuff over the course of the game. Yeah, it's not a big deal. I just thought it'd be interesting. Alright. Let's see, anyone around here? Nope, let's grab some jobs while we're here. And then we'll talk to everyone in town, see if they have anything interesting to say. Really, the only place is probably going to be the orphanage, for obvious reasons. Yeah, no fat heads, but fat wallets. Yeah, baby. I hope they're all good. Yeah, I didn't talk to him earlier, so he mentions the Wonder Posters again, but we took care of all those monsters in an earlier episode. Yep. So anyway, we got two jobs here. Where is the heinous hunter? Melissa, who's waiting in the Sabi Wilds, claims that an evil hunter is trying to kill her. Resolve this matter before confidence in the guild is jeopardized. Alright. I hope this one works out. I really do. And then finally, where's the mystery document? Elnon is seeking research documents that he believes were stolen, but may be in the possession of another Item Society member. Contact him at the Item Society. The client for this one is Elnon. Should be at the Item Society in Society Village. Yeah, that quest is going to take us all over the place. Might do that one instead of the Sabi Wilds one. Well, we'll see how much time I've got. Don't want to... Even though I've had a couple of hour-long episodes, I try not to make them that long. I want you in a body bag. No. I guess that makes sense. It's like my philosophy. If you leave me alone, I'll leave you alone. I don't want to, you know, get in any trouble. No, I guess we could rest. Why not? I guess I could have done that off screen, but oh well. Alright, do you have anything to say? Really? Safer in this town? Maybe it's because of all the hunters and townsfolk from the other town, Testo or whatever came in, kind of got rid of a lot of the rabble? I don't know. Okay. I don't know why I keep checking ins for people in the... Unless it's like a part of a quest, they're usually not there. So there's usually no one in there. So... Alright. I guess if you're used to it, yeah. Alright, let's see how the orphanage is doing. Well, that's good. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Well, we deserve what we got. Oh, really? Straight out say it. I don't know if anything really comes about it other than, you know, it's one of the few times really. Well, I feel like it is going to end. Or possibly. You know, the dark one might come out. Yeah, it's hovercraft, yeah. We found it. We're awesome. Stink bomb. Kind of reminds me of Potful Mail, if everyone remembers that. I forgot the exact line of the game. It's just like, with something, 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 with 75 grams of bat guano, I've crafted a bomb. Yeah, too bad there wasn't a cutscene for talking to her. But yeah, this is like one of the few games where the main character does not does not have like a romance with like one of the party members, which is fine. It doesn't have to happen every game. It's just a different change of pace. Oh. So they're doing a lot better than... Really? Huh. Seems like everyone, when the whole water sphere thing occurred, everyone's trying to better themselves. Alright, there's no one in here. But yeah, usually in most RPGs of this nature, there would be like a romance between one or two of the characters. Kind of like Elk and that one girl that I forgot her name for some reason. Oh yeah, there shouldn't be any new dialogue in the dome. And then like Kukuru and Ark in the first game, for example. But this one, it's just Alec and like some random girl from an orphanage. You think it would have been like Marcia, because Marcia kind of fits the bill for the classic, like, you know, trope of that type of thing. But nope, not in this case. All right, let's go to the Item Society and see what. Yeah, there wasn't much in the way of dialogue, to be fair. Like interesting dialogue anyway. It was mostly just town's doing a little bit better, but not that great, you know. Yeah, I already know about that. Yep, no, I'm aware of that as well. We'll check all the societies because we actually have to do that during a quest. And? Oh, yeah. They're kind of nasty, I guess. Or ghouls, huh? Yeah, there's no reason to go through the... Yeah, Jim Morrison? What do you guys say about that? I assume there's nothing in here. Oh, that's good, because we helped him with his whole family situation and the murder mystery. Yeah, I'm surprised there aren't any. I guess we did technically finish the quest line, so there wasn't anyone. Yeah, it looks like he's not so much of a hard ass anymore. Yeah, and me. I did all that, remember? You're not even mentioning me by name. Yeah, this game doesn't... Actually, I don't mind RPGs not having a romance storyline. If it does have a romance storyline, it should be kind of minimal in like the background. It shouldn't be like a major focus of a story. That's probably why I'm not the biggest fan of Final Fantasy VIII. Although it's not the main focus, but it relies heavily on that romance in that game. And funny enough, I'm not even a big fan. I mean, the story itself's fine, but I don't know where I was going with that. Maybe I'll talk about that if I ever... Whoops, wrong room. Maybe if I ever record any of the Final Fantasy games. I don't know. People have played those games to death and probably have more things to say to me than I would, so I'm not sure what I really would add to the conversation. Maybe one day when I retire. When I have more time to play games. Although by that time, I'll probably be, you know, won't be able to physically play them anymore. Hello, Elnun. We've come in response to the job request of the guild. Have you been feeling better since we last saw you? Oh, yes, I've been fine. Thanks for asking. We'll do our best to get your job done well this time. I would expect no less from you. Well, fill us in. This job is to search for a very secret research document. Sounds exciting, huh? Maybe what's in the document? Yes. It's a research document that is well known among society members. Unfortunately, it was stolen before any of us could examine it. No one saw it? Well, I don't know much about that, but it was most definitely stolen before it could be published. We call it the Phantom Masterpiece around here. Phantom Masterpiece? So he wants to find this Phantom Masterpiece, huh, then? Exactly. Alright, what's the title of the document? Well, that's just it. I've often heard my father speak of its existence, but he never actually called it by name. Why not? Huh, we're looking for a document without a name? I was expecting a horse with no name. He, you know, left me out in the rain. That shouldn't really hold you up, should it? If you ask around, any researcher worth his salt should know about it. So we don't have a choice. I guess we gotta just search and hope for the best. I agree. Let's just go to the various societies and ask around. I shall be waiting here. Please do your best. Oh, one more thing. This research document is supposed to bind the item and weapons societies, or so I was told. You might try talking with the weapons societies too. We will, thanks. But yeah, that's basically the suggestion, is we basically have to go through all the societies and all the areas. Although if you know which ones to go to, you don't have to run around with your chicken with its head cut off because you know exactly where to go to, which is what I do. I know that, so. Alright, let's talk to these guys. Oh, we're doing fine. Nope, nothing to say. Oops. So I think it's you that said something. The secret of itemmass probably has something to do with secret items. Itemmass, huh? Okay. So that's what we learn here. I mean, yeah, you don't get a cutscene for that, so it's just very specific situations. All right, so now we want to go to Testa, which is in South Solardo. What'd be faster? Would it be faster going to Hovercard or going through the secret cave and then going to Testa? Because we'd have to go back through the secret cave because the hovercraft stays in whatever area you last set it in. So if you go through the secret cave, it'll still be North Solardo. So you'd have to come back through the cave system again just to do that. So. All right, Testa here. Let's. Oh no, that's the. Yeah, let's see what you guys can tell me here. Do you know anything of a famous missing document that has to do with item research? We've been assigned to look for it. Famous document? Ah, you must be referring to the secret of itemmass, even though we just learned that in the Weapons Society. It's a document regarding item synthesis that was introduced in Congress long ago. I was working on a similar theory at the time. When the document was mentioned, it surprised me how far Sakat had come with his work. I got a memo for the researcher that presented the theory that day. If you're interested, I can show it to you. That'd be fantastic. Don't take too long now. Here you are. Let's see here. ... Is something the matter? Well, unfortunately, I have no idea what any of this means. Wah wah. Oh, right here, let me read it. Just read over his shoulder. Yes, I see. ... It is quite strange. What? But the theory isn't proven completely according to these notes. It's not right. What does that mean? Simply that the theory put forth was unproven. Then why was it accepted in the Congress? Congress accepts a lot of things as long as money gets past hands. I wasn't there. I have no idea. Yeah, she's not much for speculation, huh? Well, thanks, Marcia. At least we know a little more than we did before. Here, I'll give this back now. Thanks. Yeah, no reason to keep it, I guess. Was that any help? Possibly, but we're not sure yet. Well, I hope you find it. We're certainly going to try. Thanks again for the help. Alright, now we gotta go to another society. So, Sakat and itemmass, huh? Alright. Well, anyway, now we need to head to Jaharta, and Paltos is our next location. So hopefully you remember all the towns and the different, I mean, you don't have to remember the specific order. It's just, you know, just easier to get around if you know where to go, so. And I believe this one we can just go to the Weapons Society to get our next bit of info, so. Yeah, traveling all around the world. No fighting or anything. Yeah, no combat today, so. Yeah, I don't mind weapon missions that are pretty straightforward, that or don't require combat. They don't all have to require it, you know. So, all right. Let's see, Item Society, Monster Society. See, like I said, sometimes I forget what which buildings are in it. So, nope, that's the end. There you are. Like I said, I always forget sometimes. Valuable document? I bet you're talking about the secret of itemmass written by Sakat. Oh, sorry. Unfortunately, Sakat has passed away and his research document was stolen. Okay, so it got stolen, so... Alright. Let's see. Let me see if actually the Item Society has anything extra to say about that. Just to see if they've got extra dialogue or something. Do you happen to know anything about a famous lost document? We're on a guild job to find it. Famous document? Ah, you mean the secret of itemmass? That hasn't been seen since the Research Congress where it was unveiled. However, I was so impressed with the theory it presented, I copied most of it. Here, just a second, I'll let you see what I wrote. Here you go, that's the copy I made. Thank you. Let's see here. ... What's the meta? Well, I have no idea how to read this. Oh, of course, I forgot its mathematical notation. Here, let me see. Yeah, I can't read. Can't read numbers. I see. ... What? Perfect. The theorem is perfectly proven in the final document, which is different from the memo we saw notes on before. What? That's very strange. Indeed it is. The memo was incorrect, but it appears the final document presented is right. What accounts for the difference? It appears that the author figured out the problems between the time in the memo and final document were written. But he must have had help to figure out what was wrong. Interesting. Thanks for lending this to us. We're finished with it. Sakat is the author of the secret itemmass document. Unfortunately, he passed away a few years ago. However, he does have a son named Horace that works in the Weapons Society in Paltos. Perhaps he can help you. It's worth a shot. Thanks for the tip. Let's put together what we know so far. Good idea. First, the document we're looking for is the secret of itemmass, which is well known among researchers. Secondly, Sakat is the author, and he presented the theory to the Research Congress. And finally, there's one thing that still does not make sense. That seems to sum it up. Now we just need to discover what the missing piece of the puzzle is. There is no guarantee we'll even find the document itself, but it would be nice to have this mystery unraveled. I guess we can only hope that Sakat's son can fill us in. Let's give it a try. Alright, now we have to head on to our next location, so... Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, so now we need to help to Paltos, which is in Perute, or not. Yeah. Yeah, all over the place just to find this danged item, you know. Why do I feel like it's not going to be worth, well, not really worth it per se, but it's going to be like in some random spot, like on someone's bookshelf that someone just forgot to check, you know. That happens a lot. I mean, I have a lot of books in my house that I probably forgotten I bought or owned or whatever, or in my granddad's old place. I need to go through all those books and see which ones I want to keep or get rid of. A lot of them are like historical studies and documents and stuff like that, so kind of boring, but... Are you looking for the secret of itemmass document? My father did write it, but I don't know where it is anymore. It was stolen. Huh, okay. You want to know more about my father's research? All I know is that he used to lock himself in rooms sometimes so he could work without interruption. He doesn't know anything useful. We should go to the Weapons Society test and see what information we can collect. Alright. So back to, Testa. Yeah, some of them, sometimes it's just a little bit of information, then we have to go all the way back. Yeah, that's just how it is, so. Too bad there isn't a teleport where we can just go straight to our locations. Oh well. No flying airship in this game, unfortunately. Or easy teleportation. Yeah, this is kind of what's missing about this game is the ability not to be able to fly. At least not till like the very, very end of the game. As you can tell with the whole hind being worked on, it's pretty obvious what's going to happen with that, so. Alright, back to the Weapons Society in Testa. Alright. I've been told that Sakat consulted Lashalt before the Congress. Apparently something Lashalt said upset Sakat because he locked himself in a room for some time. Lashalt? That's Velhart's brother's name, isn't it? What was he doing talking to Sakat? I have no idea. We'll have to dig a little deeper and see if we can learn the details. Do you have anything else to say before we leave? The day before the Research Congress, they say that Sakat was discussing his new theory with Lashalt. After the conversation, Sakat locked himself in a small room and didn't emerge for some time. I wonder what Sakat and Lashalt talked about. Huh. Okay, well now we have to go back to Paces, so for this thing. Yeah, that's pretty much what we have to do, so yeah, we were just there. Come on. I mean, you could probably skip a step or two with what I'm doing, but alright. Let's go back to Jaharda. And this time we have to go to the alright, let's go to the Item Society first this time. Yep. Stop blocking my way. Well, Sakat's son is at the Weapons Society in Perute. His name is Horace, I believe. If you're looking for Horace, you'll have to go to Perute. Let's see what the Weapons Society has to say. Man, all this back and forth running around. This better be worth it. This better be. Oh wait, this job doesn't pay a whole lot of money. Oh well. The secret of itemmass theory involves extending item synthesis operations. Sakat was a surprising source for this work since his area of expertise was weapon synthesis. Most researchers would have expected it to come from Lashalt, who specialized in item synthesis. Lashalt. Dot dot dot. He's definitely involved with this document in some way. I'm certain of it. Why don't we go back to Society Village in North Solardo and see what Elnon knows? That sounds like a great idea. We'll get to the bottom of this, Velhart. I know, and I appreciate that. When did this become a Velhart quest all of a sudden? Well, it's because of the whole Lashalt coming, his name popping up, so. Alright, back to North Solardo now. On the way we go. Heave ho, heave ho. All for a document that'll put the Item Society and Weapons Society together. What will it accomplish? Who knows? Who knows? It's such a wonder to behold. I mean, I could have cut to when I cut to the towns to saying, hey, I'm going to go to Elnon and stuff like that, but like I said, it doesn't take that long to do it, so. Alright, dude, we got some info. Give us the scoop. So have you learned anything about the document? We have, but there are a number of things that just don't add up. Really? Yes, for example, whisper, 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 knowledge, 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 exposition. I see, so you think that Lashalt has had more to do with this document than people have been told? Well, we don't know for certain, but I strongly believe that to be the case. Lashalt, I've heard that somewhere before. Question mark. What? I remember now, my father often used to say that name often. Oui. Lashalt was one of my father's students. In fact, now that I think about it, he used to praise Lashalt's ability all the time. ... Huh. Maybe there's something about Lashalt in my old father's old journals. Hold on, I'll get it. Maybe this will be the code that gets cracked. Where is it now? Here we are. ... What's wrong? Nothing, it's just that there's some strange notation here. Notations. Strange? Yes, it says that the main theory of itemmass was worked out by Lachalt first. What? If that's true, it's really going to change the research world. Then why did my bro, I mean Lachalt, not denounce his discovery officially? Perhaps he was not interested in the fame? Or perhaps Sakat announced it first to silence Lachalt? Interesting. Let's talk about the twist. Alright, M. Night Shyamalan. We need to dig a little deeper to get to the root of this. Please do. ... Velhart, we're not certain about this yet, so don't get carried away. I know, however, it is difficult to remain impartial now that my brother's name is involved. I understand, but you must. We need to find out who really discovered the secret of itemmass. Well, Sket's son is in the Weapons Society in Perute. Seems like a good place to start as any. Agreed. Let's go check it out then. Alright, back to Perute. Or Perute, however you pronounce it. One of the two, so. Man, all this running around for the secret of Lachalt and itemmass and everything like that. This might change the world as we know it in terms of history. We get to be the center of this this whole thing, so. This better be the last time we run around, though. I'm getting tired. I'm hungry. And who wants that? Alright, anyway. Alright, Item Society it is. Or Weapons Society, I mean. I mean, Horace didn't have much to say in the first place, so... What else can he really add? Maybe there's some backwards knowledge that he doesn't remember, or something like that, that could be recalled. Are you Horace, the son of Sakat? Yes. I'd like to ask you a few things about your father, if you don't mind. Stop, you don't even have to say it. It's about the itemmass document, isn't it? ... It has to do with that, but it's probably a different kind of information than you're used to hearing. Alright. Whisper, whisper, exposition, exposition. No, that's not true. That's impossible! No, my father would never do such a thing. ... If you still doubt him, look at this. Look at what? His... What, another journal? Here. What the? What? That's what? What's that? ... I don't believe it. ... What is it? It was hidden in that shelf this whole time. Alec, this is the secret of itemmass. Are you certain? I mean, we should see what it says. Wait, there's a letter attached to the inside of the book. May I read it, Horace? ... Well, let me see what it says. My dear son, by the time you read this, I shall no longer walk this world. Once I have passed, there will be no evidence of what really happened, so I must make a record of it. I know you may find what I am about to reveal painful, but it must be told. Many people have wondered about the mysteries surrounding the secret of itemmass document. I now must admit that the theories in this document are not my own creation. My esteemed associate Lachalt suggested the main theory introduced in the book. My ideas and theories were far too narrow to get a glimpse of the truly large scientific picture. My narrow vision resulted in a huge error in my theory. It was Lachalt that corrected it. When I realized the brilliance of his insight, I grew afraid. I felt that the Research Congress would somehow look down on me if I revealed the truth. I couldn't let them see my weakness, so the night before I rewrote the entire document. At the Research Congress, I introduced the theory wholly as my own, with no mention of Lachalt. The document was received with great acclaim, far greater than I expected. Rather than making me happy, all the extra attention made me miserable. You see, I feared that someone would learn of my deception. That was when I decided to hide the secret of itemmass and prevent its publication. I know this will be difficult for you, son. Please do not let this stop you from becoming the great researcher you will be. My greatest regret remains Lachalt. I am ashamed forever that I betrayed his trust and dedication. I was too cowardly even to apologize to him. Yeah, I suppose that, in a way, this letter is my apology to him at last. Sakat. Well, he's dead, so he's not going to read the letter, which is kind of depressing when you think about it. But that's just how the world really is. Sometimes just some things don't get resolved properly. Wow, this is really hard to believe, but it must be true. Nope, can't be forged or anything like that. Horace, please don't think any less of your father. Research is a difficult job. He was under intense pressure. I've heard that's kind of like that in the science world in general. Just people will, like, do anything to be published first, even if it's incorrect. So you'll have a lot of science publications that are actually factually incorrect, but because they wanted to get their name out there as soon as possible, they published it, and people will just go, okay, and they just published it. So, yeah, it's pretty heinous that people just use what we believe to be true science and actually, you know, put their own personal biases in there. To the outside world, it seems like they are doing great things all the time. However, for most, they are just following the thirst for knowledge and trying to satisfy the demands of humanity. Sometimes they get a little lost morally along the way, once they realize that it's difficult to admit the error. Some of them don't care. They just want the praise and excitement and don't actually feel bad about it. I believe this is a great parallel with what the Academy is doing. Many there are in a similarly questionable situations. Be glad that your father at least recognized his transgression. His regret is his redemption. Except after he died. So, was it real redemption? You know, he never told anyone. He took the cowardly way out and died before he could do that. So, I don't know. I think we're giving him too much praise. Velhart. ... Thank you. I think I'll be all right now. In fact, I'll be a greater scholar than my father ever was. Work hard. Yes. Oh yeah. You can keep the document. Are you certain? I wouldn't know what to do with it. It's better that you have it. In fact, I want you to have it. All right. Thank you. Secret itemmass received. Alec, we have the document. We should return to Elnon. I agree. Thanks for everything, Horace. It was good for me, too. I learned something about my father I never knew. Hopefully I can learn from it. It appears you already have, Horace, and that bodes well for you. Thanks. And he moves back into position. Funny. Well, anyway. Well, alright. And yeah, that's pretty much it for it. We found itemmass and found out that Sakat stole the information and didn't tell anyone about it till like before he died when he wrote the letter. So he basically got away scot-free. I mean, yeah, it says he had doubts and it depressed him, but still, he basically got away scot-free. Come on. I mean, if you want to make yourself feel better and say that's the case, sure, whatever, or say that all that happened was his punishment. But then again, we don't know what Lachalt would have thought about it just because, you know, he died before this whole quest occurred. So. Ahoy hoy! Yeah, and Lutz just comes around for the final end of this when you think it would be Velhart back again, but... Elnon, we recovered the secret itemmass document. You're joking! Nope, it's really true. In fact, here it is. I can scarcely believe my eyes. Thank you so much. This all seems like a dream. I would take that to mean that you're satisfied with our performance, then. Yes, of course. You succeed beyond my wildest dreams. Woohoo, we did it, Alec. You didn't do anything. That we did. Alright, job 83 done. Yeah, like, Velhart doesn't even get a scene or anything. It's just kind of, I mean, he did, but you know what I mean. Well, alright, that's it for that mission. So, alright, we got one more mission to do here, which we'll figure that out later. But, so what is the situation at the Sabi Wilds? Is that lady really getting hunted by a hunter? Is that the most dangerous prey of all, which is mankind? We'll find out next time in the next episode of Arc the Lad 3. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.